Welcome to another broadcast of Financial Intelligence. This program comes to you with the compliments of Mega Money Media and Global Branding and Marketing. The mission of Global Branding and Marketing and the Mega Money Media is to position our clients, employees, and strategic partners to understand, create, and leverage passive income cash flow, build multiple streams of income, leverage smart investment strategies in order to build generational wealth. The content that we will provide for you will better help you to understand financial intelligence in the commercial financial sector, financial intelligence in the investment financial sector, financial intelligence in smart capital market, and financial intelligence for sustainable livelihood. It is important for you to know that financial intelligence goes beyond your ability to make money or maximize your disposable income. It addresses the issue of understanding the global financial systems and leveraging this intelligence to create good debt cash flow, minimize existing debt portfolio while you maximize financial and equity capital gain. The understanding of the commercial financial sector, the investment financial sector, and smart capital markets are an important body of knowledge for you to have in the global landscape of financial intelligence. Today, I want to talk to you about an important topic, and that topic is called leadership. Leadership is relevant to you whether you have a business, to you whether you're in politics, and to you in living and leading your life. It's so important for you to commit the time, the talent, and resources to understand how to become a better leader. Under the topic of leadership, there's four important lessons that I want to share today with you. First of all, I will examine what and who is the leader. Second, I will examine what is the leadership ability. Third, we will look at leadership position. And fourth and final, we will look at leadership responsibility. The question I want to pose to you is, who is the leader? Are you a leader? And in most cases, when that question is asked to you, you have doubts or you don't know exactly how to respond to such a question. Now, I'm going to tell you what are some essential leadership qualities and traits that you should have, and then I will tell you who are a leader and why. Now, it is our belief at the Mega Money brand that a leader must be able to have a position of understanding. You must have a sense of self. You must have a sense of purpose, and you must have a sense of direction with your life. All leaders must have a sense of self, a sense of purpose, and a sense of direction with their lives. This in itself is what allows you to be anchor in your position of leadership. It's what allows you to be anchor in taking ownership of your life. Now, having said this, I want to say this also. You all are born leader. People across the world, you are born leader. And I'm saying this from a theological standpoint. If we accept the fact that we have been created by the Most High, we have to also accept the fact that if He created the universe with us inside of the universe, He's not a creator of lack, limitation. He's the creator of abundance. So based on the fact that He would have created you, He created you in abundance, which means that you have the potential for great leadership right within you. But not because the land has gold and diamonds and rubies and pearl, it means that you have easy access to it. You have to dig deep into your sense of self to bring out those substance. The same thing applies to you. You are a born leader, but being a born leader doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to access the richness of the leadership that is locked within your potential. The same thing, the earth is filled with nutrients. It's filled with diamonds and rubies and pearls. But the only way you access that is when you commit the time and the resources to extract it. The same principle applies to you digging deep into yourself, filling yourself up with adequate substance that would allow you to truly activate your leadership sense of self. So, again, I will repeat this. As a leader, it's important for you to have a sense of self, a sense of purpose, and a sense of direction with your life. The content of leadership that I'm talking about is relevant to you in business, is relevant to you as in politics, and is relevant to you in civil society. It makes sense that if you're leading a business, that you have a position of strength from where you're leading with. You have your anchor points, you have your good values, you know what is good business traits and what is bad, and how to adopt the right business traits to move your vision, your business to a whole nother level. So for us, the ground zero is you putting yourself in that position of strength to understand what is having a true sense of self, having a true sense of purpose, and a true sense of direction with your life. So that's the ground zero. Now let's talk a little bit about your leadership ability. Are you aware that you can be a leader, but your ability to execute your responsibility is not that strong? For many reasons, it's not that strong. But what exactly are we talking about when we are talking about your leadership ability? And there's three things that I want you to know about the leadership ability. One, you need to have the ability to think ahead. You need to have the ability to see beyond problems, and you need to have the ability to take informed action. And let me explain this further. If you're going to be managing a business, you just don't wake up and say you want to start the business. It's important for you to do the research, do the facts finding mission, the due diligence, to ensure that you have adequate information about the market that you want to do business in. So you understand who's your target market, you understand the size of your target market, you understand exactly where your target market lies, you understand the market viability, you understand the competition in the market, you understand all of these facts. Now you understand this, and the next step you do, you develop your business plan. Your business plan is a project activity projection and is a financial projection of what the business is likely to do. But that has to be based on facts. The facts finding mission that you will go on will inform your ability to think ahead in developing your business plan. The same principle applies to a building contractor. There is no professional building contractor that will start the building process without having the builder's plan drawing. He has to visualize and develop a clear mental picture about the type of building he's going to be building, whether it's going to be a commercial estate, a residential estate, or an industrial estate. He must have a clear mental picture in terms of what he's going to be building. Now, with that clear mental picture, it is now transferred to the builder's plan drawing. And that in itself allows him to think ahead. One, because he can look at that builder's plan drawing and he can see the kind of foundation he needs to build, where the columns and beams will be, where windows and doors will be. The entire process is clearly visualized. So one of your leadership ability must be relating to your that ability to think ahead. Now you have a clear mental picture in terms of what is it that you want to accomplish. But guess what? In most cases, things may go wrong. The next ability that you need to have is the ability to see beyond problems. Here is where many persons in their lives, you have dreams and you have hopes and you have aspirations. And when difficult times present themselves, you mark time, you slow down, you stop, and then you stop moving. You allow those difficult times to kill your dreams and your hopes and your aspiration. Part of your ability as a leader is to be able to see beyond problems because problems will come, challenges will come. I've learned that there's no perfect plan, but there's something that we call configuration management. And what that means, when a situation presents itself, you apply configuration management using techniques that we call seen and unforeseen challenges and risk to mitigate that negative circumstances. So the programs that we will expose you to at Mega Money Media, it will literally put you in that position of strength to develop the leadership traits, these leadership traits that is relevant to you in your business, is relevant to you in your political life, and it's relevant to you in living your social life. The next content that we're going to be looking at, and these are essential leadership abilities for you to have. And the third one is the ability to take informed action. You see, very often people take action with their life because they want to make good on their dreams and their hopes and their aspiration and their promises. But how often do you feel as though you're taking action, but the action that you're taking is not giving you the results that you want? There's a qualitative difference between taking action and taking informed action. And when you become register to learn the leadership programs that we're offering at Mega Money Media, we will literally be investing so much of time, talent, and resources to get you to understand how to take informed action. So this is an important lesson for you to learn. So here's so far you have learned who is the leader and why you're a leader. You've also learned what is the leadership ability, and we have given you some tips and techniques as to how you can develop those leadership ability. The third thing that I want us to look at is your leadership position. Now, very often you have a leader who may have a leadership ability and they're placed into a leadership position. But this is what happens at sometimes. Sometimes your position demands, has great expectations for you. It makes tremendous demands on you and your ability to deliver in that position of leadership. And let's take, for example, you are a marketing manager for a REIT, which we call a real estate investment trust. And that comes with tremendous responsibility. It means that you have to understand your market. You have to invest the time and talent and resources to really understand the platform that you are responsible for. So in the cases where you do not fully understand your position of leadership, you don't understand, you don't have the ability to effectively leverage in your position of leadership, that position of leadership can be significantly compromised. Here we see this happen all the time. People are placed into a position of leadership, but you are not making impact. You're not making impact on the external corporate culture, and you're not having impact on the internal corporate culture. In all of those positions of leadership that you are likely to be placed in, you are expected to create impact at those two levels, internally and externally. Now, our leadership content prepares you for your leadership position. We do not only prepare you for the leadership position, but our content of leadership, it really helps you to develop competencies and relevance where you're building your master plan around your personal life, your family life, and your professional life. So the content of information that we're going to give you, it is one that helps you to understand how to become a global thinker, how to become a social actor, and how to become a transformational leader. It's a content that really helps you to understand how to become a dream maker, a game changer, and a trendsetter. So you'll be able to apply these systems and these techniques in your position of leadership. So whether you're going to be applying these systems to a corporate scenario where you're going to be helping the company to build its brand with regional and international relevance, the content is going to help you. Pretty unique information. The last lesson I'm going to talk about today is your leadership responsibility. And here's where I believe that we need a new form of leadership, because we have seen that leaders across the world, leaders in organization, leaders in politics, leaders in civil society organization, you manage your responsibility in a way that leaves more to be desired. And I say this against the backdrop that I do not believe in leadership that targets selective persons within the organization and foster their development and leave the rest of the persons, at the sideline. I believe as a leader, we have that responsibility to foster collective human development. In this process, we will really help you to understand some new concepts that we're talking about, and one of them is what we call workplace and organization blanket self-actualization. Part of the leader responsibility is to ensure that the organization achieves its financial and social objectives. And I want to say this to you. The more you satisfy your social objectives is where you get a highly motivated workforce, is where you get increase in productivity, is where you get reduction in absenteeism and significant turnaround in staff turnover. And when a leader fully executes his responsibility, showing that he has the care and concern for the entire organization, people, he's able to ensure that he creates that kind of culture where people are more willing to function in the organization. And these are some very new and groundbreaking information that we are bringing to leadership. And I want to encourage you again to log on to our website, which is www.megamoneygy.com, and navigate shopping. In the drop downs, you will see a range of unique training programs that we're going to be offering specifically for companies and for our franchise leaders and for people that wants to achieve more in life. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the author of several books, including Billionaire Codes and Manager's Toolkit. I trust you would have enjoyed this program. I just want to quickly now recap the lessons that we looked at today. Today we look at leadership, and we look at 4 essential concepts of leadership. We look at 1, who is the leader? We look at 2, leadership abilities. We look at 3, leadership position, and 4, leadership responsibility. So I want you to look back at this video, and I want you to commit as much time to learn it And moving forward, we will be bringing you more content of information. But if you want to do a deep dive into a leadership content that can literally transform your life, I want you to log into our website and purchase your program, and we will be willing to have a interface with you wherever you are in this world. All right, we are going to over 150 countries, and perhaps you can be one of those persons that's going to be on board with us to help us spread this message across the world. Be blessed until the next broadcast.